Okay, so now it's going to be slower, but anyway, I created a series of grids that are obviously an example in order to do something quite fast, and I did this previous. This is not at all where you should be in terms of floor plan names or anything. I'm kind of working this a bit fast and furious here, so don't take most of the things for granted. You have to maintain your kind of a sheets organization and your like your process as the one that you're using together with your group. So don't follow these kind of aesthetic qualities or organizational qualities, because I'm doing this project right now a bit faster. No, so I create grids, and obviously again is like just an example, so it's not precise. Uh, and we're doing a wall. So when I go to structure and I create a wall and I search for the options, for whatever reason I don't get the default settings. I did create here before recording this. I created the levels that they're mentioned under the assignment number 10. So go there and check them out. There's a clear representation of what we're trying to achieve here as a foundation system. Okay, and I'm going to just start with, again, the structural wall. You should select here the foundation. If you don't have it, what I'm going to do is to edit the type and just duplicate it to create a foundation wall. It's never late or never bad to repeat 1,000 times how we create our own walls, if you don't find it or if you have any problem. Call it foundation wall. I'm going to edit it. This whole bunch of layers here from this project, or this actually type of wall. So I'm going to just delete all of them except the core layers, which is structure. No, I'm going to change the material. It's going to be concrete. Cast in place. That means that it's in situ. It's built on site. It's not a precast or anything. And it will give you this surface pattern when you see it from the side, and when you cut it, you will see this pattern, which makes sense. That's what we want. And we're going to use a 14-inch thickness. Now you have to set the depth if you're in level 1, and you have to set it to top of grade. Or if you go to top of grade, you can set it to height and to level 1. Either way, it's fine, as you know. So in terms of wall center line, well, what we can do is just place it a bit roughly now, or we can just say finish face exterior and see what happens as a test. If we link here and here, the first thing it's going to tell us is, well, you cannot see where you're cutting, no? That makes sense, because we are in level 1 and we're doing a wall underneath, so it makes sense. So we go to, for example, the slab mech, and we will see that by saying wall and align to the left or the exterior face of the wall, that's what we're doing. Okay. So again, if you go to the drawing with the different layers, you will see that we kind of have to play with this. So you can actually either offset this by using the offset command and making this align properly. I'm going to do it in a different way. The best way would have been to say structural wall, select your foundation wall, and give here a proper offset to create that same section. No? Again, if I create like a 2 feet offset and I say finished face exterior, well, we're not seeing it here. Let me delete it and try again there. Tab, delete, level 1, structural wall, foundation, depth, yes. And I can say like 1 feet, for example, and rectangle. It says I cannot see it. I get it. And this is what it's doing, no? So anyway, with that offset command, it's very easy to place in relation to the grid that foundation wall. Okay. At this point, I think it would be intelligent to start thinking on sections, so you can just start placing sections properly to see what you're really doing. No? Now, if you have, which you probably have, is the terrain already placed, you're just going to see the foundation wall there laying inside of the terrain, some kind of a weird thing. Okay, we have to fix that problem in a second. Okay, actually we can do it right now. If we go to Site, where you have the terrain, you can select the building path. Okay. The building path allows you to generate another polyline that is close around the perimeter of your foundation wall, in this case the exterior line. And if you say OK, you can first set where you want to dig down from the terrain. That's the idea of the building path, no? So I could say, if you check the sketch again with the different levels, to set it to slab cellar, for example, or top of grade, and then you say apply and you close. And if you go back to the section, the terrain stops there, and it's actually, there's a little like detail here, it should be shown with that path. There is this, if you select it at the bottom, that's the building path. Okay, now the question will be, how come it came lower than the wall? No, well, probably I did a mistake. That's something I'm thinking, is that I made the wall from the first level. Let me stretch this. I did the foundation wall from level 1 to slab cellar when we actually had to do it to top of grade. So I can just go to the 3D with no problem. Tap on the foundation wall and make sure that the bottom constraint, the base constraint, is set to top of grade. Again, you should check down that sketch in the beginning. It's probably very precise for you to follow. So again, I go back to the section, and this element again is our pad. The pad, we normally don't use it. So what I normally do is just hide it. You can right click and hide element, or you can go to visibility and graphics and hide it as well. You just search for the pad. Just gonna delete it here. Now you might think, well, what's going on with the terrain here? It's stopping at this height. This is a very simple thing that you can change under masking inside and this arrow, and you can set the depth of the terrain hatch to be like, I don't know, 30. Let's see if it's proper. Even a little bit more, 35. So there you see that the terrain is actually underneath, no? Again, I'm a fanatic of cleaning up our levels, so be careful with that. Always break them and clean them up, and probably even drag them out. And organize your system of levels, no? Okay, so in a way we have the section set properly. Let's go to the 3D. The 3D, we probably want to hide sometimes the terrain because it's just bothering us, no? If you have the terrain, you will see that there's actually another element that is also the topography. The topography has the terrain itself, but it also has this idea of the surrounding layer to the foundation wall. So you also have to hide that one, so you see the concrete wall properly there. Okay. Good. So according to the section in the sketch that I placed in the assignment, actually let me close that because I don't even know what time I'm doing so.